Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, Wendy's bringing the heat with all of the hottest topics. And we're breaking down the latest headlines with one of Wendy's favorite talkers, Donny Deutsch. Plus, how well do you know hot topics? Find out in our Race the Clock Celebrity Quiz. Now, here's Wendy.
My co-host, my studio audience. Glad you're here. I know how I'm doing, but how you doing? I'm doing great. Let's get started. It's time for what? You got it. Box. Oh, you slay me with that. Thank you. I'm very grateful. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So, thank you. Listen, so, you know, thank you. I love you more. Thank you very much. So all week long, me and my supervising producer, AKA Suzanne the Clapper, are wearing things that are in my new line on HSN. Suzanne, I love your wrap dress. Where else do you get a wrap dress for $49? And, and don't forget, my line presents on Saturday for the first time on HSN. I'll be 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock in the morning and then 6 to 8 o'clock at night. There's some things available at hsn.com right now, but in advance, thank you for your consideration. Anybody here in the medical community? Good, then let's talk about them. Now, you know I love a doctor. I have respect for the nurses and all the people in the office. But when you don't respect your people who are trying to call and make appointments, it pisses me off. I spent like a whole episode of Jerry Springer yesterday, so like an hour, calling around. I'm trying to be a new patient at a particular doctor. Everything is fine, but you know, wellness thing. I'm looking for a new doctor and I'm calling up and I'm being put on hold and I'm on hold for so long and then, you know, and I don't mind being put on hold because I get it. You know, you go into the waiting room and you see there's one girl answering 1,000 phone calls. I'm patient, I will wait. I'll have you on speakerphone, but don't have me on hold for 10 minutes only to intentionally hang up on me. You know, I just don't like that. What a waste. And so, you know, once I get into my mode, you know, so you finally get a doctor who answers the phone, you establish yourself as a new patient, but I called back all the other offices, 8 in total, that hung up on me. I said, you missed out on a good patient. You missed out. Anyway. So after all that, I was exhausted. I missed Dancing with the Stars. Did you watch Dancing with the Stars last night? Patti LaBelle turned it up last night. As opposed, you know? She, now, Miss Patti, you did a terrific, much better than last week where you danced like wood, you know? This week, all the contestants were allowed to choose their song, whatever song they wanted to dance to. So Miss LaBelle loves 50 Cent's song In the Club. And so that's what she and my old partner, Tony Dovolani, that's what they danced to. And while it wasn't exactly Dancing with the Stars, Paso Doble, you know, how the rules have changed, Dancing with the Stars. But it's good. She grabs her boobs and she shimmies and shakes and she does the funky chicken. You know, She's having fun. And you know what? And it always helps when you're on Dancing with the Stars and you have fringe on your outfit because the fringe gives the illusion that you're doing more than you actually are. You know what I mean? Love it. Good job, Miss Bell. Look, Bell. And then Bruce and Demi's daughter, Rumor Willis, she's still the one to beat. Look, she dances like a pro and a beautiful girl. I mean, I never really knew anything about her other than, you know, the stuff that you read in the magazines, but this is really, in my opinion, an image changer for her, as opposed to just being, you know, maybe an entitled, fast girl in Hollywood. Now we're looking at her as something totally different. Yeah, Rumor, good for you. And now, that man, Red Foo from LMFAO, he was the first to be eliminated. Well, I mean, you know, just as well. Even though, you know, he seems to be light on his feet, jitterbugging and whatever that is that he's doing. The problem is that, you know, Dancing with the Stars, they say, is based on getting votes. So, you know, the LMFAO crowd is not watching Dancing with the Stars. And you know, it's a family show, and a lot of the moms who watch Dancing with the Stars, they know LMFAO music, but they don't know this man with these glasses and that hair and whatnot. And so, I mean, you know, just as well, he's probably glad to go, like most people are. Speaking of Dancing with the Stars, my stars of the season are that couple having the affair. And they're out of the closet with it. This is Kim, and she's the pro. She danced with Hines Ward during my season. She's from Australia, a really nice girl. Doesn't hate on anybody. Hi, how you doing, Kim? And then her partner is Robert Herjavec. Reportedly, he's worth $150 million. He's on Shark Tank. You know that show, Shark Tank. So now look, if you were a dancing pro, wouldn't you rub a little bit harder? Or something? Well, and he's available. He was married for 24 years. He and his wife split in July, which means that that's his well, soon-to-be ex-wife. You know, when you're worth $150 million, a divorce takes at least 150 million months. So he probably won't be divorced anytime soon, so please, America, don't accuse Kim of being a home wrecker. Because, you know, on a family show like Dancing with the Stars, we do tend to judge, you know, who these people are coming on our show and soiling it, you know. So Kim is not a home wrecker. However, this wig, girl, Robert, here's the problem. You know what? Show the worst one, because his hair goes through periods of, so show the big wig. Didn't we have one where his wig was, no, that's not it's actually the other one. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with a man wearing a wig, in my opinion. Some of the best looking men in the world wear wigs, like John Travolta. The problem with this wig right here, I can tell you as a wiggy, that one dye process is not good. I mean, your natural hair, you know, you have a few flecks of highlights in it. This looks like his natural hair. You actually look better, sir, with your natural hair. And also, you need like a razor and just thin it out a little. It's a little poofy, you know. Anyway, he must be going through a midlife crisis, though. You know, he's 51 years old. He's got 3 children. Allegedly, they all dislike him. Doesn't matter, they're not in the house. They're all over 20. You know what I mean? So they're all on their own. You don't have to deal with stuff like, you're not my mom! You know how the 10-year-olds can be when they're young and they don't like you and you're dating their dad. Anyway, Robert and Kim haven't confirmed that they're dating, but they were spotted making out heavily in his car. And the TMZ cameras ran into them. They were in some sort of exotic, I think it was a Rolls Royce, exotic convertible, on their way being someplace fabulous. Kim, score. Score. You know? Kim is 38 years old. She's always said that she wants to be married and have children, and here's your chance. You know, the thing with Dancing with the Stars is it's so intimate that it's everything to be attracted to your partner. Everything, you know, it makes you want to go. And Tony, you know, you and I, if there was... Hi, buddy. The problem is that's all it ever was. Hi, buddy. I mean, if we were attracted to each other, I would show up to practice and dance all 6 hours, 6 days a week, and maybe even throw in 2 more hours. Like, if I wasn't so large and you not, then you would really be able to hold me in the small of my back the way a woman loves to be held. And we would paso doble our way to a mirror ball trophy. Tony is not a bad-looking man, but Tony's got a lovely wife and he's got children, and there was just no chemistry like that. That's Tone, you know it. How you doing? Anyway, so good luck to Kim and hi, Tony, and Tony's man's wig. Thank you. So, you know, here in New York, everybody commutes to work. The commute is stop and go. You can live 5 miles outside of the city, and the commute will still take 5 hours. Can I get a mm-hmm? Okay. We live in Jersey, but the commute takes an hour. And so I distract myself by, reading stuff. So this morning I was reading the New York Times. There's an op-ed piece Angelina Jolie wrote, and it revealed that she has removed her ovaries. I think this is one of the, we say a lot of things about Angelina Jolie, and we will continue to, but one thing that I must say is that she is extremely brave. It was just 2 years ago that she had both of her breasts removed because she has a predisposition to breast cancer. Her mom, her grandmother, and her aunt all died of a form of feminine cancer, whether it's breast or ovaries. And her doctors told her, now she's 39 years old, and her doctors told her that she has an 87% chance of getting breast cancer and a 50% chance of getting ovarian cancer. So she's had her children, she's got Brad, apparently he's been very, very supportive, and she decided to go in and get the ovaries removed. So that, I guess, that good for her, brave. I don't know that most of us, I don't know that we could do that. Her doctor said that in order for this to be relatively effective, that she would have to get these surgeries at least 10 years before the women in her family were struck with the disease. So her mom and all of them, they were all in their 40s and beyond, and so now at 39. And she says she still feels feminine after the surgery. I say, why wouldn't you? But like, women aren't defined by breasts or ovaries. Really. I mean, we're defined by our ability to nag. Anyway, good for her. Good for you, Angelina Jolie. And Brad was apparently out of the country when Angelina's surgery was scheduled, and he immediately jumped on a plane and flew right back. So, yep, as the supportive husband. So, but the downside? Full-blown menopause at 39. Which means dry. Or maybe, or maybe not in the mood. Isn't it just ironic how the woman with the whips and chains and the vial of blood and the dominatrix sex life is now, well, God has a funny way of playing tricks on us, doesn't he? Congratulations to you, Angelina Jolie, and shout out to all the women who have soldiered on after fighting breast cancer or ovarian cancer. Taylor Swift, you can do this if you want, but really, where does it end? Okay. Don't you love playing tricks on our co-host? We've got a flair for the dramatic here. She's not laying on her back, porn industry. Taylor Swift is entering the porn industry. It's not what you think. She reportedly bought the websites named taylorswift.porn and taylorswift.adult. Well, now see what's happening with these websites, these .nets and these .coms and stuff, is they're running out of space. So in like a month, this is about to launch, the .porn. So all the porn people and the porn stuff will be on .porn. It'll make it easier for you to find whatever floats your boat. Mm-hmm. Gotcha, sir. And then there's going to be .adult. So that's nice because now we know exactly what to block our kids from. You know, if you have smaller kids, you know that you know what they like to look at when we're not looking. Anyway, now nobody can use these websites because she's bought up her domain name. Now, Donny Deutsch is coming out here later on, and he knows everything about, he's just smart. I want to ask him more accurately, but I heard, according to some people that I know, that it's only like $50 or sometimes as much as $2,500 to buy up your domain name, which is actually, it's worth the investment, I guess, because if you don't do it, then some snot-nosed 12-year-old's going to do it. And then when you get big, then you're gonna have to go to this snot-nosed 12-year-old and give him like $100,000 to buy your domain name back. But I think you're protesting too. You need to get a life, Taylor Swift, over there. I'm gonna tell you why. Here's my thing. First of all, I think you're protesting too much. You must have some really deep secrets that would just shock the crap out of all of us. I don't know what they are, Taylor. Or maybe you don't. Maybe she's just trying to look after her peaches and cream good girl image, which I can understand that also. But we all know that this is a terrible world, and I would never believe that you were doing porn. And if I went to TaylorSwift.adult, and I saw a girl that looks like you, I would think it was just that, a girl that looks like you. I wouldn't think that was Taylor. I would be flattered if personally speaking, because I know I'm not gonna be doing porn, so I know it's not me, and I can come here and tell you all I'm not doing the porn, but if you go to wendy.porn, you know, you can see how I would do it if I might do it. No, there's not a wendy.porn, and no, I'm not buying the website. I have better things to do, but good for you, Taylor. Goodbye, French skinny girls. Well, no, this is a good thing. Problem is, where does this stop? Okay, French lawmakers are this close to passing a bill that would ban underweight models from working. Yeah. They would be weighing these models on a regular basis, and the agencies could face hefty fines or possible jail time for breaching these rules. I think that this is terrific, but I would rather see a ban on photoshopping. Personally, I mean, if you're gonna ban something, then ban photoshopping. The problem is, upon searching more, I am not finding enough. You know, they're saying a ban on the really skinny models, like the Juliana Rancics, you know, where the bones are protruding. They're not saying skinny models like just a woman who happens to be thin. The rules are you have to have a body mass index of at least 18%. Do you know your BMI? I haven't gotten mine checked in a while. I don't know mine. But anyway, I do know one thing, that they're talking about the weight, okay? So they say that would mean that the girls, if you're 5'10", that you couldn't weigh any less than 125 pounds. Well, honestly, that's still skinny. You know, I'm 5'11", and I weigh 160. You know? What do you mean? See, this is the problem. Oh, you said that good? Oh, okay, I thought you were trying to read somebody. All right, Marco. Truth be told, last time I went to my endocrinologist, that's the doctor who takes care of my thyroid. Last time I went, and he put me on the scale and weighed me, and that's what I weighed. But I'll be honest with you, I've never shared this with anybody. Not even my husband, my son, my parents. I've got a secret. I'm only 5'10". I know! Look, I know! I was so pissed, because, you know, it took me decades to love being the tallest in the room. I love being, as a matter of fact, I would love to be 6 feet even, because I love it so much. But when he told me I was 5'10", I got so upset that I took off my wig. Well, this is my thyroid doctor, and on account of thyroid disease and my mom's genes that I have thin hair anyway, so I'm not hiding anything from him. I took my wig off because I was like, well, maybe you have to push down on my actual scalp. You know, with that thing on the scale. Yeah, so I'm 5'10" and I weigh 160, and I gotta tell you something, I'm a fatso compared to, I guess, a girl who weighs 125. I think the modeling industry can do better than this. Yeah. Not for nothing, I think you can do better. And for people in France who wanna be models, who are naturally thin, because there are people, like my best girlfriend, Regina, is a naturally thin woman. Even after gaining weight, you know, having a baby, whatever, she's 52, she's back to being thin. But oh well, then you can't be a model. Pick another profession. You know, if you want to be a model, you have to play by the weight rules. Like if you want to play in the NFL, you can't smoke weed. If you want to smoke weed, then do another job. You understand? Antonio Banderas is pursuing a new career. He's becoming a fashion designer. Yeah. He's a very nice looking man. He's 54 years old. He's recently divorced from Melanie Griffin. And he's moving to London to go to fashion school. Oh, I think that's terrific. You know, he wants to learn from the ground up. And I would hope that he's not gonna be designing like weekend wear, because he's dapper and he's got the accent and he's a man of a particular age. I think that he could be in the same wheelhouse as like a Tom Ford or Hugo Boss or something. Yeah. Or he could go the economical way, like Mark Anthony has his cheap and cheerful line, you know, and it does very well. I mean, they're suits, but they're affordable suits. You know, one of the store. Hi, handsome. I love Mark Anthony. Anyway, but about Antonio and going back to school, I admire that. I admire any adult who goes back to school. I hated school. I would never, gun to head, I would never go back to school. I just could not. The only way I would go back to school, though, is if I was a professor. I've always wanted to do that. That's what I want to do in my next chapter. You know, I want to be a professor because having my own degree in communications and now doing this, I feel as though I have a platform to stand on, and I'd wear all the costumes that you wear when you're a professor. And yeah. Like, I wouldn't wear, like, Uggs to class. I'd wear costumes. It's my, you know, and I'd use the pointer and poke my butt out while I point and have lunch at the Rathskeller. Yeah. Anyway, good for you, Antonio. Oh, and speaking of Mark Anthony, who we just showed, Jennifer and Mark's kids hit the red carpet with their mother, and it's the most precious hot shot of the day, brought to you by Xenadrin. Hit it. Yeah. How cute is that? Emmy and Max are twins, and they're like 5 years old now. And Emmy is like her mother, looking shrewdly, like, what are you doing, and how long is this gonna take? And this little Max over here is just as cute as he wants to be with his tears. That's a good picture. Jennifer, you have a beautiful family. And we have a beautiful audience. Clap for yourselves. We've got more great show for you, everybody. TV personality Donny Deutsch is here. He's smart and he's handsome. And I love hearing his take on hot topics. But up next, it's time for everybody's, all right, my favorite, Celebrity Fan Out. So don't go far. Celebrity Fan Out with Professor Wendy. Okay, our first celebrity fan out comes from Paulo G, who watches the Wendy Show on KPTV in Hillsboro, Oregon. Paulo writes, how you doing, Wendy? I was about to walk into the store when I walked into Justin Timberlake. Paulo, I need more details. What store was this? What did he buy? Did you follow him? Anyway, Paulo says, I asked him to take a selfie with me and he was so chill and cool. Talk about being at the right place at the right time. Yes! Justin, by the way, is about to be a father for the very first time. Jessica Biel, his wife, is due any day now. Our next celebrity fan out comes from Marco M, who watches The Wendy Show on WTTG in Washington, D.C. Marco writes, how you doing, Wendy? I was at a Broadway play and ran into Patti LaBelle. She was smartly dressed, attractive, and she looked right into my eyes and said, how you doing? Oh, Miss LaBelle. I love Miss Patti. By the way, yes, Patti was featured on the season finale of Empire, and as we know, she's competing on Dancing with the Stars. Our next celebrity fan out comes from Jennifer S, who watches The Wendy Show on WPTV in Port St. Lucie, Florida. Jennifer writes, how you doing, Wendy? I tweeted my ultimate crush to say I was attending his concert, and he tweeted me back. It was John Stamos. Wow. He's cute. Look, listen to what happened to her, though. Okay. He called me on stage to sing with him, and he even invited me backstage after the show. It was the best night of my life. Wow. You know, John, who's 51, recently opened up about his sex life. I was reading the article, and he was saying that girls seem to always want a selfie after having sex with him, or an article of clothing like a T-shirt. Girls. Our final celebrity fan out comes from Angelina M, who watches The Wendy Show on WFXT in Everett, Massachusetts. Angelina writes, how you doing, Wendy? I was at a concert and I actually got to meet Jamie Foxx. I like the picture. She says, here we are impersonating his character Wanda from In Living Color. You know what? I would have thought that was an impersonation of Stevie J. You know? Anyway, Jamie recently said that acting is his livelihood, but he loves, you know, doing music, and he's now working on a new album. So there you have it, celebrity fan out. That's how it goes. If you've ever had an encounter with a celebrity and you want to share it with us, come on, go to wendyshow.com, okay? Up next, we're talking hot topics with Donnie Deutsch. So keep it here. Our first guest has been called the most well-known branding expert in the world. He's here today to sound off on hot topics. Please welcome back to our show the smart and handsome Donnie Deutsch.
It's a great-looking audience.
Yeah,
wow.
The best.
Best-looking audience on television.
Yes, thank you.
And the girls are hot also.
How you doing?
Good. What's going on?
I see no ring.
No ring?
Yeah. No, I always like to check up on you.
I'm a single dad.
Yes.
With 3 daughters.
Yes.
And, yeah, you know.
Just dating around and having the time of your life.
So, who's single? Any hands out there?
You know, I was talking about you the other week in Hot Topics. We were talking about Madonna. She released, did an article, and part of the article was her talking about why it is that she dates younger men. And she said because men her age don't understand the chaos. You know, she's the performer, she's the performance artist, you know, she's Madonna.
Right.
And I said, well, you're not looking for the right men. I said, you take a guy like Donnie Deutsch. I threw your name in the mix, Donnie. Donnie, but look, I threw your name in the mix because I was saying, you know, he's got his own money, he's smart, his kids, you know, he has kids, but he understands the single parent thing, and you seem like you're fun. I don't know you outside of being here, but you seem fun.
I want to issue a challenge to Madonna. Maybe Madonna dates younger guys because she doesn't want anybody who will challenge her.
That's what I said.
Let's get somebody who's, let's get somebody who maybe is even smarter than her, and has the same kind of wealth, and let's go at it. Okay, girlfriend, I'm right here. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah. That's what I said, that, you know, she just seems like she wants to be in control, and you can control these, you know, young, hot boys.
Young guys, and so I think, and I would also tell Madonna from a branding point of view, you know, she's still out there in the chaps and the leather. Your audience wants to grow with you. Become Barbara Streisand. You know what I mean? Be great, like just be this, you have this amazing voice, and stop trying to be a kid. Your audience wants you to be their contemporary, So not only will I date her, I will give her this free branding advice, so it's a win-win for her.
Yeah.
You know?
Explain to people who don't understand what branding is, just, in a nutshell.
Branding is, guess what? When every day you're posting images on Facebook or Instagram, you're branding yourself. I mean, that's what brands are. I mean, basically, so whether it's Nike, whether it's you, whether it's President Obama, we're all brands, and brand is basically a set of values that you stand for.
Yeah.
And what you're about, and what you feel like, what you look like, what you believe in, and that's a brand. So we're all brands.
Okay, so during Hot Topics, we were talking about Taylor Swift, and that she bought these 2 porn sites with her name to protect her image. You say what about that?
Well, I did the same thing because I was so worried about DonnieDeutschPorn.com. So I think doth protest a little. No, nobody. There is no Taylor Swift porn. And if there ever was, if there was a bad pic, it's going to show up anywhere.
Yeah, at like tswift.porn.
I just like. By the way, I think she should stop worrying and keep singing. And I don't think there are that many people interested in it anyway. So.
All right, let's talk about the Fashion Police brand on E.
Yes.
Fashion Police.
Yes.
Do you think that you follow Hot Topics a bit? I know you do.
Yes, I do. I love you. I mean it. When I do the show, I get more comments than anything else. You got a lot of fans out there.
Thank you. Thank you. I didn't mean you follow me on Hot Topics. I just mean in general. You know what's going on in between the pages of People magazine and the Star and the pop culture. So the Fashion Police is a huge show for E, but it's imploding right before our eyes. Do you think they need to let it go or they need to recast?
No, look, I think the concept, and I'll ask the audience out there, of when celebrities go on the red carpet, you're putting yourself out there. You can't have it both ways. If you want to be on the pages of Vogue and everything like that and talking about beautiful art, sometimes there's going to be a miss, and we can't be too political. That's okay.
Right.
And I think the world wants that, and I think it's okay to do it. It's about clothes. I don't think you have to take apart, women's body parts or body images. You're allowed to say that dress sucks, and that's okay. So I think women love that, and they like to hear it, and they want to hear that things look great and that things look bad. So you just have to find the right characters. There's only one Joan Rivers, and she's an amazing lady, and God bless her. But you can find other characters out there to dish. It's just fashion. It's just clothing, and I think that's okay, and I think they'll resurrect it.
They'll resurrect it. Do you think that Kathy Griffin was less than smart for leaving on account of...
I like Kathy. I don't know why she did it.
Yeah.
All of a sudden sitting on a soapbox saying, she's built her career, being, yep.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know, but that's her choice.
Yeah.
But there'll be somebody else out there. They'll keep that alive.
She said she didn't want to make fun of people's clothes and body, which is kind of odd.
By the way, those are 2 different things.
Yeah.
You don't have to get up there and go, oh, my God, that person put on weight. You just trash the dress.
Right.
And I think those are 2 different things, so that's okay.
Now, Rihanna is the new face of Dior. People are saying that she's the first black face of Dior in 70 years. Are you surprised it took so long?
It's interesting, and maybe I live in a little bit of a vacuum. I wish we can get to the point where we just say, wow, they chose Rihanna. And I think they chose Rihanna not because she's a blackface, because she's a hot face. And she's got 40 million followers, and she's amazing, and she's sexy, and she's great. And I think smart business, we got to get to the point where it's not the first, yes, she is the first blackface. She's the right face. Yeah. And that's why they chose her.
You know what? She's got the right amount of social media followers. Every time Rihanna posts a picture on social media, it gets over 1 million likes, so they'd be smart. Okay, finally, let's talk Bruce Jenner. Now, we all see Bruce is transitioning into a woman right before our eyes. Are you surprised at the media's fascination with this?
Not at all. Look, this guy, we grew up, as was the macho, the decathlon winner in the Olympics, and all of a sudden he's discovered, or he said all along, he's felt, he's a woman inside of a man's body, and no, of course we're fascinated. And I think the important thing, to be honest, and not to, 7 out of 10 kids who grow up transgender try to kill themselves. I mean, think about how painful that must be when you are a little boy, but you feel like you're a little girl, and maybe this will give the courage to some kids to feel better about themselves. It's not a choice, and this is who we are. And the great news is, when I see my daughters, young daughters, 12-year-olds, confronted with that in their universe, they're cool with it. And it's a new world today.
Yeah, it is a new world.
And thank God for that.
Kids are very cool with it. Do you think that it's wise for him to profit off of it, possibly, like with the reality shows?
I think if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. But I think that the good net is for a 9-year-old or a 12-year-old or a 15-year-old seeing it out there going, oh, my God, there's something wrong with this. He sees, wow, the Olympic guys. So why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah.
All right, and finally, Donnie's got a new show coming out on the USA Network. Now, this is shocking to me. Did you always want to be an actor?
I don't know. I love, performing in some form or another. You know,
Yes.
I love interacting with people, and this is actually a scripted comedy that we created where I play Donny Deutsch. And
Okay.
Donny Deutsch actually is a daytime talk show host. And more like a Dr. Phil type, where I'm giving advice to families and women, and I'm still holier than thou. And off the show, I'm a complete jerk, hypocrite, doing all the things I'm telling people not to do. And it's really funny. It's going to be on the phone. It's more like it's like a Curb Your Enthusiasm, where I'm a real character, but everything else is fictional. And it's funny as hell.
sounds really
it's
good.
Really, I'm so proud of it. It's breakthrough, and we take on a lot of social issues, very, very topical stuff, race and things like that. And I always do stupid things and say stupid things.
This sounds really
but
good.
It's really fresh, and I'm really proud
So
of it.
this starts in the fall?
Starts in the fall, yeah.
Get ready, everybody. Donnie Deutsch in the fall. Donnie Deutsch, make sure that you take a look at his new show. It's called Donnie on the USA Network in the fall. Ask Wendy is next. Donnie. Hi, welcome back. Before we get started with Ask Wendy, I wanted to remind you that Miami Beach turns 100 this month, and to celebrate, we're giving away 5-night trips to Eden Rock. It's a very glamorous oceanfront resort. It's the perfect place for sun and fun. Go to my Facebook page for your chance to win this fabulous trip. And Miami Beach is also in the middle of their 100-hour party. So if you're in the area, stop by. Yeah. Now it's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Good.
I'm Ivana. My boyfriend took a trip to LA a few months back for a sporting event, so he didn't invite me.
Okay.
He's in LA again for a few days now, and again didn't invite me. He's a man of a certain age, so I'm
How old is that?
55.
Okay.
So
How old are you?
25. So I don't want to seem petty by even addressing it, but I'm starting to worry.
Then don't address it. I heard. Yeah, I know what that means. My co-host over here, all I had to hear was. Now,
I heard it too.
you know, it's possible that your boyfriend has a girlfriend out there.
Exactly
And that's
what I was
why he
thinking.
doesn't want you to come. Address it if you'd like. 25 and 55 doesn't sound like a keeper, though, honestly speaking.
Okay.
How long have you been with him?
2 years.
Yeah. Yeah. You ever think of dating somebody your own age? Or a little bit?
I absolutely have. It's just like,
Yeah.
it's complete night and day.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can address it if you'd like, but
How you doing, Wendy?
How you doing?
I'm good. My name is Donna. I'm married for 32 years, and I'm a great guy, but he desperately needs to update his look. It's always the baseball cap, polo shirt, jeans, and sneakers. It doesn't matter the occasion. Other people in jackets and ties, and my husband's in a polo shirt, hat,
He's in a
sneakers.
comfort zone.
Yes, and he's never shaved his mustache in 32 years. I've never seen his upper lip. He's doing the salt and pepper thing. I'm just like, get that out of there.
well, why
How
don't we
can I
work on
update
the
him?
wardrobe first?
Good try.
He probably doesn't want to shop with you, but
Right.
that's okay. You take a sample size of a sports jacket from his closet,
Okay.
and you take that to the store, and you get the stuff for him.
I try.
And well, you get the stuff for him, and tell him how hot he is.
Oh, that's a
in
good
it.
idea.
And
That's a good idea.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
maybe that'll work. And then you work on that mustache, okay?
Thank you.
Instagram is next. Don't go away. Welcome back. It's time for Instagram, where Wendy watchers get the chance to show off their version of celebrity trends. This week's Instagram is presented by Vinique. When you shake it, it shimmers. The celebrity look of the day is Kim Kardashian. She's wearing the fringe trend. It's big now. I think she looks really fabulous. And today's Instagram Wendy watchers with their own twist on the trend include Joy from Nairobi. And she paired her fringe jacket with a pleated skirt for an elegant look. And Anastasia's in Florida, striking a fierce pose in a fringy skirt. And Candace is in LA, and she stands out in the crowd with her fringe skirt. You all look fabulous, and to keep our ladies shaking and shimmering, we're sending you all a Vinique beauty box valued at $125. Be sure you follow me on Instagram for your chance to be my Instaglam look of the day. Race the Clock is next. You almost missed your close-up.
I know.
Welcome Welcome back, everybody. It's time to play Race the Clock. Let's meet our player. What's your name? Where are you from? And what do you do for a living?
My name is LaTanya. I'm from Jersey.
How you doing?
Yes, and I'm an attorney.
An attorney.
Yes.
Okay, counselor.
Thank you.
You've got 30 seconds to race the clock. Don't help her. Here's the question. And if you win, you get a nice prize.
Okay.
Okay. Dancing with the Stars recently began its 20th season. Name 4 celebrities in the cast this season. And go!
Rumor Willis.
Okay, good.
Patti LaBelle.
Yes.
Sam. Oh.
No.
Ella Methone.
Okay, good. No, what's his name?
Ramfu.
Yes.
Okay. Sam Smith.
No.
No. Michael Sam.
Counselor, we're sending you home with a Google Nexus 9 tablet. Here you go. We'll be right back. I'm exhausted in a good way. Listen, if you are ever in the New York City area, come by and have some fun. It's fun, right? Be a part of my studio audience. You'll be one of my co-hosts. You'll dress fabulously. We'll laugh together. We'll dance in between right? Yeah! The tickets are free. It's the best deal in town. Go to wendyshow.com, and I guarantee you a good time. Don't forget to check out my legendary after show on YouTube. And I want to thank Donny Deutsch for coming by, my co-host, my studio audience. Tomorrow, one of my favorite girls from one of my favorite shows on TV, Deborah Norville from Inside Edition. Plus, I've got you with the celebrity trend and also the hot topics. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time right here on Wendy. Bye-bye.